Sir Vince Cable has angered pro-Brexit MPs after he warned that quitting the EU could deal a blow to BBC show Strictly Come Dancing. The Lib Dem leader and former finalist of the popular dance competition said the strengthening of immigration rules for EU citizens could leave the show ruined. But he was accused of peddling Project Fear with tassels on it by a Tory backbencher. Sir Vince made the comments after a meeting with EU chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier, at which he urged the Brussels bigwig to prepare for a so-called people's vote. He said, as British society falls apart, it could pose a risk to Strictly. If we have a cack-handed immigration policy like what we have for non-EU citizens, all kinds of perverse decisions could be made. He added, we may have to ring-fence the citizenship arrangements to protect them. In the current Strictly contest, there are 4 EU citizens out of 18 professional dancers, plus 9 from outside the bloc. But Jacob Rees-Mogg, leader of the European research group of Tory Brexiteers, branded the suggestion by the veteran Lib Dem simply silly. I wouldn't hold myself up as an expert on Strictly. Watched it when Ed Balls was on it, but never since, he said. But it is hard to see that immigration rules are key to the success of Strictly or otherwise. He added, there are already effective immigration provisions for artists such as opera singers and ballet dancers. Conservative MP Andrew Bridgen added, this is more desperate Project Fear with tassels on it from Vince Cable. It is surely time he waltzes off into retirement. People's vote warning. The row came after Sir Vince met Mr Barnier in Brussels alongside SNP Westminster leader Ian Blackford, Westminster leader of Plaid Cymru Liz Saville Roberts and Green MEP Molly Scott Cato. They told him Brexit must not be assumed, and recommended serious contingency planning for a second EU referendum, or so-called people's vote. Theresa May has dismissed calls for a second vote on the UK's membership of the EU, despite growing support for the campaign among her own backbenchers and party donors. The group told Mr Barnier the number of MPs backing a rethink were fast forming the biggest and most cohesive bloc in Westminster, and warned that a Brexit deal was unlikely to pass the Commons. In a joint statement, the party leaders wrote, with sensible politicians from all parties uniting, we pointed out to Mr Barnier that there is a genuine cross-party consensus that our exit from the European Union must not be assumed. Speaking after the meeting, Sir Vince said, my message to Michel Barnier was clear. It's time to start serious contingency planning for a people's vote. We know the UK government has started making such plans as a result of the growing demand for such a vote, demonstrated by last weekend's march.